I'm not from West Wales. The name Ian MacDonald should give you a clue. My partner is from West Wales. The name Maria Jones should give you a clue. And we have in our house here an important piece of furniture. It's this. It's this tiny shepherd's-style three-legged stool. And believe it or not, according to family history, this is an heirloom, because this is all that remains of the Jones family farm, because they lost everything in the Rebecca riots, the turbulence surrounding the Rebecca riots. So, what were the Rebecca riots and why were they so troublesome for landowning families? Well, in the 1830s, times were hard for small farmers in West Wales, as in many other places, and large landowners were enclosing more and more parts of the countryside. And to add insult to injury, if you were to travel between these various parts of the countryside, sometimes even travel between two parts of a farm on which you worked, you would be charged because the landowners and the businessmen had control of the fairly new road system by a series of turnpike trusts, and they would install toll houses, and people who had gone along that road for many generations before suddenly had to pay. They had to pay a toll in order to use the road. And this led to great discontent, despite what the farmers' families felt. And there were a series of insurrections from 1839 onward, beginning with the toll house at Erfwen in eastern Pembrokeshire. Gangs of men would smash the toll houses up and would tear down the gates. And this was done at Erfwen, and then a few weeks later, the gates, which had been rebuilt, were smashed again. A few weeks later, something similar happened near Whitland. And then something remarkable happened, or so they say, is that the third time the gate at Erfwen was torn down, it was not rebuilt. So something was beginning to shift. And one of the other remarkable aspects of this was that these riots were carried out by men dressed up as women, blackened their faces and put on wigs. And their leader always seemed to be a mysterious figure known as Rebecca or Becca. The small farmers were nonconformist, and they were devout and chapel going. And this will no doubt be where they heard the story from the Old Testament, the book of Genesis, the story of Rebecca, in which Rebecca was urged to be the daughter of thousands or hundreds of thousands, and was also quite specifically told that her descendants would possess the gates of those that hate you. So this was the driving force, this was the branding behind the rebellion. Each time it was men with blackened faces and dressed as women. Sometimes the woman, who was Rebecca, would go as a blind woman to the gate and would say, "My children, there is something blocking my way." And they would respond, "We will tear it down for you, Mother Rebecca." And they would do their work. Gradually, the rebellion grew. It encompassed other areas of West Wales. It spread as far as Swansea. The Jones family farm was just outside Crosshands. And eventually, a female toll house worker, staffer, was killed at a toll house just near Swansea. So this came to the attention of the authorities. This became a big issue. And in the end, thankfully, what happened was that a parliamentary commission was set up to address many of the grievances that these small farmers had. And the issue finally dissipated. The rioters disappeared back into their villages and their farmsteads. And in time, no more was heard of Rebecca, but the legend of Rebecca and her daughters still lives on.